Hello guys, and welcome back to another English class. My name is Ángel Vázquez, and I am an English teacher at Instituto Oficial Manuel Bonilla from La Ceiba, Atlántida. I hope you and your family are taking care of yourself. Hola chicos y bienvenidos a una clase más de inglés. Mi nombre es Ángel Vázquez y soy docente del Instituto Oficial Manuel Bonilla de La Ceiba, Atlántida. Espero que toda tu familia y tú estén tomando las medidas de bioseguridad brindadas por SINAGEL. Today's topic is, el tema de hoy es review, repaso. Today's objectives are to reinforce the structure of some topics learned during this month. Documentary and non-documentary sources of information. Classic and classical literature. Cause and effect in literature. The library. Online sources of information. Compare and contrast in literature. Another objective of today's class is to promote student academic language growth. Before starting today's class, let's sing the song Everybody Speak English a cappella. Are you ready, students? ¿Están listos, chicos?
I am going to school and I want to learn. I want to read and I want to earn some money. I want to learn English. Do you understand? Yes, I understand. I have to learn and I have to plan my future. I want to learn English. Do you understand? Yes, I understand. Because I speak English, you speak English, he speaks, we speak, they speak, everybody speaks English. Do you understand? Yes, I understand. Because I speak English, you speak English, she speaks, we speak, they speak, everybody speaks English.
Great job, students! Buen trabajo, chicos! We're going to continue today's class by reviewing a topic learned during this month. Documentary and non-documentary sources of information. Comenzaremos la clase de hoy repasando un tema aprendido durante el mes. Fuentes de información documentales y no documentales. All sources in the form of documents are documentary sources. Non-documentary sources are transmitted from person to person. Non-documentary sources are live sources which are extremely important in the process of communication. Practiquemos, chicos. Let's practice. Instructions. Match each picture according to its source of information. Documentary or non-documentary. Are you ready, students? ¿Están listos, chicos? A dictionary. A dictionary is a documentary source of information. The newspaper. The newspaper is a documentary source of information. A group meeting. A group meeting is a non-documentary source of information. A book. A book is a documentary source of information. a research organization? A research organization is a non-documentary source of information. A magazine. A magazine is a documentary source of information. Great job, students. Buen trabajo, chicos. Continuemos repasando otro tema más aprendido durante el mes. Let's continue reviewing another topic learned during this month. Classic and classical literature. Literatura clásica y tradicional. Classic literature is an expression of life, truth, and beauty. It must be of high artistic quality, at least for the time in which it was written. Classic literature is important because it opens up a view to different worlds and historical perspectives. The greatest writers of the classical era have certain characteristics in common: economy of words, direct expression, subtlety of thought, and attention to form. Practiquemos, chicos. Let's practice. Instructions. Look at each picture and write in your notebook the books and the author's name. Are you ready, students? ¿Están listos, chicos? The first book. The book's name is Don Quixote. The author's name is Miguel de Cervantes. The second book. The book's name is Little Women. The author's name is Luisa M. Alcott. The third book. The book's name is Pride and Prejudice. The author's name is Jane Austen. Great job, students. Buen trabajo, chicos. Continuemos repasando otro tema más aprendido durante el mes. Let's continue reviewing another topic learned during this month. Cause and effect in literature. Causa y efecto en la literatura. Nothing happens without a reason or without some kind of consequence. When you explain why things happen and what occurs when they do, the technique you use is called cause and effect. Cause is why something happened. Effect is the result of what happened. Because effects always have causes and causes always lead to effects, we rarely see one without the other. The cause is the first thing that happens. It makes the second thing, the effect, occur. The part of the sentence after the word because is the cause. Remember, the cause answers the question why. Recordemos, la causa responde, la interrogante, el por qué. Practiquemos, chicos. Let's practice. Instructions. Fill the spaces with the correct phrase. The dog digs a hole so he could bury his bone. What is the cause and what is the effect? Are you ready, students? ¿Están listos, chicos? The cause is so he could bury his bone. The effect is the dog digs a hole. Great job, student. Buen trabajo, chicos. Another example. It got dark because the sun went down. What is the cause and what is the effect? Are you ready, students? ¿Están listos, chicos? The cause is because the sun went down. The effect is it got dark. Great job, students. Buen trabajo, chicos. Sigamos repasando otro tema más aprendido durante el mes. Let's continue reviewing another topic learned during this month. The library, la biblioteca. A library is a building where things such as books, newspapers, videos, and music are kept for people to read, use, or borrow. Let's practice some library rules. Practiquemos algunas reglas dentro de la biblioteca. Instructions. Mark with a check mark what you should do in a library, and with an X what you shouldn't do. Number 1, walk in the library. Number 2, run in the library. Are you ready, students? ¿Están listos, chicos? You should walk in the library. You shouldn't run in the library. Great job, students. Buen trabajo, chicos. Another example. Number 1, draw in the books of a library. Number 2, listen to the librarian. Are you ready, students? ¿Están listos, chicos? You shouldn't draw in the books of a library. You should listen to the librarian. Great job, students. Buen trabajo, chicos. Sigamos repasando otro tema más aprendido durante el mes. Let's continue reviewing another topic learned during this month. Online sources of information. Fuente de información en línea. Let's take in account using the internet for a research. Top-tier sources are those with the most reliable information. Mid-tier sources are those in which credibility is likely to be high, but which may or may not be formally peer-reviewed. Bottom-tier sources are those where information is likely to be inaccurate, inadequately researched, or strongly biased. Practiquemos, chicos. Let's practice. Instructions. Write in your notebook what type of source of information are the following pictures. Top-tier sources, mid-tier sources, bottom-tier sources. Are you ready, students? ¿Están listos, chicos? Instagram. Instagram is a bottom-tier source of information. Google Books. Google Books are top-tier sources of information. Magazines. Magazines are mid-tier sources of information. Great job, students. Buen trabajo, chicos. Another example. Facebook. Facebook is a bottom-tier source of information. Government document. A government document is a mid-tier source of information. Google Scholar. Google Scholar is a top-tier source of information. Great job, students. Buen trabajo, chicos. Sigamos repasando con otro tema más aprendido durante el mes. Let's continue reviewing another topic learned during this month. Compare and contrast in literature. Comparar y contrastar en la literatura. Compare in writing discusses elements that are similar, while contrast in writing discusses elements that are different. A compare and contrast essay is an essay that analyzes two subjects by either comparing them, contrasting them, or both. Practiquemos, chicos. Let's practice. Instructions. Use the phrases from the box to do a compare and contrast exercise between whales and fish. Breathe water, can swim, lay eggs, have hair, have scales, breathe air, have fins, live birth, live in water. Let's do a Venn diagram to compare and contrast whales and fish. Are you ready, students? ¿Están listos, chicos? Whales are different from fish because whales have hair, whales live birth, whales breathe air. Fish are different from whales because fish lay eggs, fish have scales, fish breathe water. Whales and fish are similar because they both live in water, they both have fins, they both can swim. Great job, students. Buen trabajo, chicos. Another example. Instruction. Use the phrases from the box to do a compare and contrast exercise between a human and a frog. Live on land, hatch from egg, lives in a pond, swim, live birth, lungs, lives in a house. Are you ready, students? ¿Están listos, chicos? A human is different from a frog because a human live birth, a human lives in a house. A frog is different from a human because a frog hatched from egg. A frog lives in a pond. A human and a frog are similar because they both live on land, they both can swim, they both have lungs. Students, you have done a wonderful job today. Remember to stay home, take care, and keep studying, okay? Hasta la próxima, chicos. Bye bye.